So part of decorating cakes, the most intimidating part, I think, is the recipe. And so I'm going to tell you something. This is my go-to recipe for my kid cakes. And so keep watching because I'm going to show you step by step, and it's the easiest recipe and it's to die for. So here we go. So I am doubling this recipe, but what I'm going to do is show you exactly what I'm doing. So I'm going to do 2 packets of the funfetti cake mix. This is my big measuring cup, so I have 2 cups of sugar, 2 cups of flour, 2.5 cups of water, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, half teaspoon of salt, 4 tablespoons of oil, 2 cups of sour cream. Give it a good mix. 8 egg whites, freshly cracked. Do not use the carton ones. And then give it a good mix. Okay, so now I'm going to take my cookie sheet and I'm just going to lightly spray, and I'm going to take some parchment paper, and then I am going to place it on, and make sure you take your spatula, scrape those sides, make sure you completely mix everything, and then you're going to pour it in your pan. You're going to bake it at 350 just until it pokes out, or use your toothpick or knife, whatever you use, and it comes out clean, and you will be good to go. And really quickly, one thing I wanted to point out is if you're using a cookie sheet, make sure that it's not all the way to the brim, that you have some room for the cake to rise. And then also you can use any cake pan for this recipe. You can use this 4-inch, 6-inch, 8-inch, 10-inch for a wedding cake, whatever you're baking it for. But for this one, I am doing a cookie sheet because I am going to be cutting out heart shapes. And so that's why I'm using the cookie sheet. So you can use it for anything that you need. Okay, so this came out of the oven. And so it is perfectly baked. And so I'll let this cool, and then I'll be cutting it into my shapes. But this is the best recipe you guys can ever use, I promise.